Hi, and welcome again to another episode of the Poetry Focus podcast. I'm your host, David Youngblood, and today we'll be talking about an older poem by Johann von Goethe called the Erl-King. Today's focus is going to be on persona, or the speaker of the poem. And as we look at this kind of odd poem, what I want you to pay attention to is how many voices do you detect as the narrator of this poem. And the narrator can tell us a lot and help us a lot to get sometimes to that deeper meaning within a poem. And so it's one thing to focus on. And if you look on our webpage, you'll be able to notice that I've got a copy of the poem for you, and then you can have access to some of the more supplementary materials related to this poem. All right, so here goes. This is the Erl-King by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Who's riding so late where winds blow wild? It is the father grasping his child. He holds the boy embraced in his arm. He clasps him snugly. He keeps him warm. My son, why cover your face in such fear? You see the Erl-King, father, he's near. The king of the elves with crown and train. My son, the mist is on the plain. Sweet lad, oh come and join me do. Such pretty games I will play with you. On the shore gay flowers their color unfold. My mother has many garments of gold. My father, can you not hear the promise the Erl-King breathes in my ear? Be calm, stay calm, my child, lie low. In withered leaves the night winds blow. Will you, sweet lad, come along with me? My daughter shall care for you tenderly. In the night my daughters their revelry keep. They'll rock you and dance you and sing you to sleep. My father, oh can you not trace the Erl-King's daughters in that gloomy place? My son, I see it clear, how gray the ancient willows appear. I love you. Your comeliness charms me, my boy, and if you're not willing, my force I'll employ. Now, father, he's seizing my arm. Erl-King has done me a cruel harm. The father shudders, his ride is wild. In his arms he's holding the groaning child. Reaches the court with toil and dread. The child he held in his arms was dead. Now, as you look at this poem, notice that we actually have four narrators. We kind of bookend the poem with an outside third-person narrator who kind of opens the scene and closes the scene for us. And then we begin flipping back and forth from the child to the father to the Erl-King, and these voices, in a reading, you can sometimes vary the voices and the inflections and kind of get this across. So that really helps, but I think if you go back, you can almost look at different personas. I mean, if you wanted to do something Freudian with this, it certainly would work. But persona is a key to helping you understand some poetry. All right, we'll see you next time.